is a go. As usual, I'm trying my best to work with the racers so that stream delay fits in quite well with the actual timer.
Yeah, and we should just be only a little behind when he says go.
That got the
I
first.
think Hectic forgot about stream delay.
Alright. Although, it evens out. Alcoer did the quick start thing, so there was no introductory for him. So we're both back to racing. Junior 80%. Alcoer is a substitute for Welsh LP versus Kvec. Alcoer is in the lead here on 1-2, but Kvec is quickly following behind him. Neither players have taken damage. However, Kvec is grabbing a damsel. I've really noticed, I've been watching even when you don't hear my voice, but I've noticed that the damsel strategy has been treating all of our juniors so well. Very good.
Yeah, it'd certainly be a wholly different tournament if this was low percent for the junior.
Oh my! Jetpack bomb box compass. Oh, but he's only grabbing the compass, okay. I thought I would have seen a robbery there for a
May
second.
not be brave enough to attempt the robbery, I think. Oh, unfortunately, eating that arrow trap there.
Yeah. I can't say it's a bad choice to leave the shopkeepers alone. They are a vicious bunch.
We certainly saw plenty of that from your performance when you subbed the other day.
That is true. That is true. It looks like we're nearing the green mines for the first time in this particular race. Alcoer is on 1-4 right now, on a decent pace too.
Kvec actually picking up the Ujet aisle. See if he goes to the black market to try anything interesting there.
I was kind of hoping I'd see more black market strats, if not for the stuff, for the easier levels. But it looks like Alcoer is nearing his eventual death here. 1 health in the jungle is never a good sign.
Oh, certainly not. There's so much more danger. I honestly find the jungle harder than I find the temple, I'll be honest.
The progression of the game, temple usually involves you having more items and bombs to skip, but the jungle does not, so I tend to see them as like equally difficult without items. Or maybe the temple's more difficult, but at that point in the game in the jungle, you have less to help you out. So that tends to make it seem more difficult.
I don't know, honestly, even for low percent. Like, I have an easier time on temple than I do in jungle on low percent. I swear, it's just so much easier to get a bad jungle level, while the temple is certainly pretty unforgiving too. Though, that's just my personal opinion. Maybe I suck at temple. Or rather, jungle.
Racers. Oh wow, the Ujidai is treating Kvec well. A bomb box right next to the freaking black market. How often do you see
Very
that?
Convenient.
That's ludicrous. How often does that happen? Okay, well that's interesting. But yeah, black market strats are being implemented here. Alcoer, I said he's probably nearing his death, but he's doing quite well. Back up to 3 health at 2-4, so good for him.
Picking up damsels pretty regularly. Ooh, unfortunately at dark level.
Actually lighting for that damsel shot. Oh, and what?
He's robbing it too.
Wow, he's doing the robbery
great.
strats. Oh man. Alright, it looks like Kvec's going for a more interesting route. Alcoer, however, nearing the ice caves. Ooh.
Uh-oh. Tiki Man there hit him with a torch.
Man. The highest level so far in this race is 3-1 currently because Alcoer is there. The highest level so far is Olmec and the completion. The question is, will Alcoer be going for the jetpack? And will he be going for this bomb shot? This is a really interesting race with Seed so far, but oh no, Kvec killed by the shopkeepers in the black market.
Unfortunate, but it looks like Alcoer took care of that alien lord and got the jetpack with the same bomb.
That's
very lucky.
We'll admit to never being able to make that throw, so bravo, Alcoer.
Looks to be grabbing the damsel as well for a little extra safety.
I agree with that choice, and the pot strats are a very good choice there.
What I was about to say as well.
Very impressive pot strats. But Kvec is back on his way, slowly approaching. 5 health on 1-2 as a good starting spot. Alcoer does have the jetpack advantage at this point.
The compass as well is definitely helpful.
Especially on the ice caves, but you know, jetpack usually enough to treat you well in the ice caves, to be honest. You're in the temple here.
That'll save him a few seconds here and there, regardless.
And spring shoes.
The spring shoes may actually end up just being kind of annoying with the jetpack, truth be told.
Stoggy, there have been no pro matches so far. Pro matches are scheduled for next week, starting Friday, 5 p.m. EST, on April 17th, I believe it is.
Yes, indeed, 17.
Looks like we're going to see our first gray mines here, otherwise known as the Temple.
Alcoer also got enough bombs to pull in early, or an easy Olmec.
Maybe we'll see our fourth Olmec victory. Yesterday yielded none, but today seems to be getting a bunch. Pretty with 5 health, 6 bombs, and 5 ropes. Alcoer's got some good stuff going. I'm sure Welsh is in the background cheering for his substitute.
Kvec has quite a nasty beehive there, having bombed through for safety.
A ridiculous amount of enemies. Bees and all the Jiangxis and the trees and... I'm sorry, I'll stop. That was not worth it.
Can we get some bee puns going? Oh, yes, that.
That was horrifying. That was scary to watch,
Cheeky
but...
trap there.
Oh!
Oh no, arrow trap picked him up,
The
too.
mummy is just
3
watching.
health.
Okay.
He is very lucky that mummy did not react sooner.
Glasses, man, jeez, he was right there. Anyway, down to 3 health, but still manageable. Alcoer is slowly catching up 2-3 in the jungle with good health and good resources.
But no jetpack, which is certainly a disadvantage compared to Alcoer.
Here's the important point of this race. Will Alcoer finish off Olmec, or will he meet an unfortunate demise? Oh no! Speaking of unfortunate demises...
Kvec into the spike pit.
Oh, unfortunate fall damage, man.
Yeah, it really
You can't
is.
stop it. Exactly 5 bombs is enough to do the Olmec strat here, but is that placed well? It is.
It was.
Didn't know so many of the juniors knew about the back whipping strat for placing the bombs, and like...
It's a good thing to know, though.
Yeah.
Though with any Olmec strat with a dug pit, the push blocks can always mess up something.
It's true. I mean, there are plenty of Olmec strats out there, you know. This strat, the dangling strat, the Branding Olmec's lava pit strat, super useful for races. But that'll be our first victory.
Alcoer takes the first win.
Here's a diamond for him. That was an impressive run. I believe that was his first as well. So, good job, Alcoer.
Yes,
Both
indeed.
racers should be returning to the main door now. It's a nice time too. I don't remember exactly what it was, but that was definitely at least Spelunky.
It'll be here in just a moment.
The Olmec victories tonight are not ending.
Yeah.
It's fairly impressive.
5:34 for Alcoer.
Nothing to sneeze at. 5:34 is a good time.
You know, nice conservative play like that. You know, it also just kind of goes to show you that Spelunky, the achievement, is not quite that big of a challenge. Alcoer played very patiently and just kind of waited out where he needed to, and he still did just fine.
Impressive run, impressive run. Once
So
again,
for
for those who have joined, I must state that Alcoer is a substitute right now. It's not actually a real racer in the tournament. Alcoer is substituting for the racer Welsh LP, who could sadly not be here today, so... see how this goes down for him. I'm sure starting our next race in just a moment here.
And don't forget, there's a stream delay, Hectic, so you can calm down once you finish your countdown.
And shut up, I try and work with the countdown. It's tough. Alright, and in just a moment they'll be beginning. Fairly even start this time, although one of them had the introductory open. Like, the walls are shifted, man, the walls are shifting.
I always forget about that one. I mean, realistically, it's only, like, what, 5-second animation?
Yeah, seconds have never mattered in any of the races, so I don't really worry about it that much.
Perhaps we'll see something interesting once we get to the pro bracket, though.
I'd really like to see some close calls in the pro bracket. The arrow trap and a reset. I personally wouldn't have gone for the reset, but I understand why it's happening. How the... Kvec just threw a bomb at a spider that was within a spider. He killed the smaller spider without hitting the bigger... I don't even know how that's really interesting.
Yeah, there's still so many mechanics that we don't really understand in Spelunky. I just kind of accept that we don't know this game as well as we'd like.
The spider hitbox has got to be, the small spider hitbox rather, has got to be pretty big though, because you can run it's a weird little analogy, but you can run along an entire wall, like ceiling rather, of spiders if they're all hanging on top. You'll see that in some lucky custom levels.
Yeah, indeed, I have seen that on some Frozen Lucky custom levels.
We're
brought to you by
behind
Sasha
now.
Vol TM.
Yeah, Sasha Vol. Behind. Alcoer has gotten some spike shoes, but had to use a rope in the process. Sounds like a good trade to me, unless some bad things happen.
Unfortunately, Alcoer does not have enough cash there to try to pick up that bomb box or the gift box.
But he does have the advantage of an Ujidai now. Maybe we'll see more black market strats. Potentially less vicious, but who knows?
I certainly would like to see players get into the black market more. It always makes it just a little more interesting. And, you know, it opens up more strategies for them. Ooh, Kvec there. Getting a little close to that Tiki trap.
Oh, and very, very close to that one. Kvec has set the standard of 2-1 at this point. The commentators this time are not Bum, and Hectic, and Elf.
Hello, Elf shot here.
Hello, Hectic here. Looks like Alcoer is going to tie this one up on 2-1.
Kvec finding two crates next to each other with a bomb box and paste.
That's
Very
a really
fortunate.
nice setup.
Honestly.
The bomb box purchase for Alcoer, I think it's definitely going to help him out. This bomb box is the theme right now. Ooh, Ujai spotted by Kvec, both the key and the chest within the screen of view.
And looks like he's opting to get it as well. Will we also go for the Matic downstairs?
Downstairs?
Oh, I suppose it's downstairs in a way. I guess there aren't necessarily stairs.
Well, I mean, those are some pretty terrible stairs. I think Lucky Snake Pits need a new contractor, if anything.
Yeah, apparently.
We'll go for the Matic. I'm not sure. Doesn't look like it. He's bombing his way out.
Maybe
So.
not. You know, as we were discussing earlier, with Bum, sometimes it's better to opt just to keep your whip on you, rather than some sort of carry item.
That's true.
It gives you a little more versatility, and, you know, Kvec has the bomb count to make up for it anyway.
Ooh! He took a bat to make his way through an arrow trap. That was a bit brutal, but Kvec stuck on a dark level and it slays him. But as we speak, Alcoer is setting a new standard of 2-3 as the farthest level that we've reached so far. Oh, what just happened to that key man?
Alcoer did pick up a Matic there somewhere. I missed that one. Must have found the snake pit as well.
It's a bit odd. Got hit by a torch after he Matic to block it. Oh no, his Matic's on a freaking Beretta plant.
Oh, let's see if he'll be able to dig up his Matic again. Dig up his Matic.
How ironic! I mean, you only do that like in every single snake pit, but... Especially shops.
And Black Market is somewhere nearby. Oh, and Visible Black Market on a dark level. That's a rarity. But opting to skip it when it's right there.
I can't... I'm assuming Alcoer doesn't know about the leaves on the outside of the block. Battery just doesn't want to. Maybe with the Matic, I would have at least checked. Not an Ingrid shopkeepers, usually it's viable to visit the black market.
There's always a small chance that there'll be an orange frog that just aggroes them for you, though. Maybe that's just not a risk he's willing to take.
And again, it is a race. Getting ahead could be the advantage here. Like, suppose he died in the black market, it'll be easier for Kvec to get farther. But now Alcoer set the standard of ice caves 3-1 as the furthest level.
Oh, I believe Kvec there just did some hot strats, just so you know.
He's clearly gonna win this race now. I mean, it's not too easy. Get pitcher's mitt to his advantage. Oh man.
Quite useful. Alcoer slowly making his way through ice caves, but he seems to be having a little bit of trouble there with only one rope left.
He may be using that said rope. Yeah, he is.
It seems he didn't have much of a choice, sadly.
Both racers, though, keeping a steady pace. Kvec has good general resources, and Alcoer is lacking ropes, but has a really good bomb structure. My. Well, Alcoer is really pushing the standard. 3-3 at this point.
Alright, and so far he seems to be having some reasonable levels, nothing too difficult.
Fairly easy, other than the one where he needed 2 ropes. Kvec is quickly catching up from 2-2. He seems to be facing too many issues. He's only lost 1 health since we've last mentioned him.
Indeed, keep in mind, Alcoer is going with a slightly slower pace right now, so it's definitely possible that Kvec could catch up.
Oh, the water drain right there. Ugh, that's amazing.
It's always kind of fun to watch, I find.
Oh!
Ooh, unfortunately, 0 ropes in that situation.
That is going to be the end of it. I don't see any way, yeah. There he goes,
He really
dropping
did not
a bomb
have a
at the
choice
last
there.
second. Looking down is a good thing to do in the ice caves. The 3-4, level to beat. Kvec is making his way there, though.
Yes, he's making some nice progress right now.
Nearly into the ice caves. We're only halfway through the event. Anything could happen in these next 7 minutes and 20 seconds.
Oh, Kvec though, burning a lot of ropes there, out of paranoia and thanks to some monkeys.
It's true. 1 rope left. Maybe we'll see a repeat of what just happened to Alcoer. Hopefully not, though.
It would be nice to see this this round actually go 1-1 and get a 3rd round this time.
That'd be the first official match that does so.
Just taking those spike pits nice and slow.
Good idea. Onto the ice caves for Kvec. Alcoer slowly regaining his ground. Armed with a parachute.
There are worse things to be armed with. I imagine a Matic would not be too useful to any member in this race, except in the rare occasion of a skin's crawling level.
To be fair, Alcoer did make it to the ice caves 3-4 with a Matic. This is a bit interesting.
Did I say Matic? I did mean machete,
no!
actually. Oh no.
Kvec is
And
out
the
of...
pause of regret.
Oh man.
I think we all know that feeling when falling into the ice caves.
One of the most brutal things, just because you have to sit there and watch yourself fall.
I just find that happens to me so much when I'm sitting there falling. I pause early enough to react to realize that I'm falling, but just knowing there's nothing I can do.
Yeah, Alcoer. Game reminding him, there are ropes, you have 10 now! Whoa, rock physics, dealing damage to Kvec. But, at this point, it's anybody's game. There's no clear advantage so far.
Alcoer does have at least the furthest lead right now. Oh, unfortunately, his parachute got burned there when he was... and he accidentally buys the blood gun instead of the bombs.
Why did he leave it behind? It's such a valuable weapon! Both players opting to purchase things from the shopkeepers. Good choice. The bat damage there for Alcoer, but nothing unmanageable, especially with
He's
the
got
damsel
a
in
Matic
hands.
or a damsel to back him up as well.
Both players taking advantage of their damsels. Good choice. It's really proved to be very helpful for every junior thus far. Alcoer has a little bit of a boomerang problem in his exit, but he turns around. Not a big deal.
Just waits it out. Can't wait to see some of the pro moves once you get to the pro league. Instead of waiting those out, everyone will be trying to whip the boomerangs away.
It's gonna be nonsense. Alcoer, his furthest distance, he is in the lead with 3-4.
Gotta wait out that bat. Those
Kvec,
bats
however,
can be really nasty over spike chip
they are
pits.
the spike what's? I mean,
Spike
but
pits.
bats are the worst thing when it comes to spike pits for sure. I'll put my opinion in there. On the topic of distance,
okay,
Kvec can't be pounded out. Oof, now you're messing me up. Counted out first off. unfortunate death there, but Kvec has reached Ice Caves 3-2 himself.
Do you see Alcoer's move there is quite lucky. He had invincibility frames while stuck next to a tiki trap.
Earlier in the races, Alcoer also managed to avoid arrow trap damage by getting hit by a bat.
Yeah, it's always fun when you can take advantage of invincibility frames like that. And yeah, sure, Samus, I'd be down to do some practice races at some point. I think that's the first time I've actually addressed the chat directly while commentating.
I do it every now and then. Easy Ice Caves levels for Alcoer, and with his 2+ of ropes, you know, not a big deal
He's
for him.
erring on the side of caution with those ropes.
He had 10, he's down to 7. There's a pretty obvious skeleton right there. For those of you who don't know, you can determine if a skeleton is live based upon whether or not the corpse is bouncing and is alive on a bounce trap.
Another fun trick is noting if there is a Kiki trap triggering where there is a skeleton on the ground.
Also true.
So for any of those juniors that might not be aware, something worth keeping in mind. More ropes, if Alcoer needed them at all.
Clearly not enough. Oh, and the UFO took out his tile! Wow. Very impressive save.
Luckily he's got the compass as well.
It looks like the new standard is going to be 4-1 here with the first gray mines of this said race. Not the match, though. And just to provide some context for what exactly we mean by races and matches. A match is the total of the 2 of 3 races, and a race is 1/3 of a match. Oh, and the mummy jump!
Both players are finding lots of crates, I've noticed.
And Alcoer has been getting lots of ropes. Anubis dying in the background there, too.
It might have been interesting to see one of the players play around the scepter. Certainly ill-advised, but entertaining.
Yeah, I mean, if you know how to use that thing, it is a perfectly good and not at all dangerous weapon. Oh! The mummy! Holy crap!
Yes, a bit of a surprise there.
Did Crocman just die from teleporting into a tiki trap?
Yes, actually. He had the 4 tiles above him where he landed with that tiki trap. Huh. The 1 in 5, even bad for the Crocman sometimes.
Kvec is onto the ice caves as Alcoer is continuing to traverse the temple, but it seems like if
He's got some nasty business right now, though, with that Crocman jumping around.
Alcoer does reach Olmec, this race, or match rather, might be over. Looks like Kvec is opting to get a jetpack.
It might be too little too late with Alcoer on Olmec right now.
Anything can happen.
And
I mean,
8 bombs.
He might pull a Mike. Mike managed to prepare Olmec twice and ended up dying in the process.
Kvec running through all of his bombs right now, sadly.
But hey,
but he
jetpack
does
is
have the
nothing to sneeze
jetpack.
at.
Oh, certainly not. But neither is being on Olmec.
True. Alcoer, however, setting up the last bit for Olmec. Ambient part of the soundtrack that I'm gonna skip ahead for real quick. Now the question is, does Alcoer have enough ropes to get back up? It looks like he does, shockingly enough.
Not very much can go wrong now.
This would be the second match and technically the 4th race, which just ended. Alcoer takes the wind. The wind? Yeah, he takes the win on Welsh LP's part. And last reiteration, as you can see, Alcoer up there is a substitute. He is subbing for Welsh LP, who could not be here tonight. So whatever happened to Alcoer happens to Welsh. So technically, Welsh has won this round, and will move on in the brackets. Kvec, however, is going to be going into the losers bracket, has a chance to win still. That'll do it for this match.
We'll see if Kvec makes it to the end of this one at least anyway. He's making good progress through the temple regardless.
Man, the timer just ended too, that's amazing. Oh, that was impressive.
You know, since we've actually had races finishing today, I kind of forgot about the timer.
I totally forgot about the timer. I would have gone for hours without realizing that the timer was gone. But we're gonna let Kvec finish his run here before we end off this iteration of the stream. And right after this, we'll have Pat Dog versus, I believe, it is Lark's Live.
I believe I've seen both of them around today, so we shouldn't have any trouble.
Lark's Live's right there in chat, and I've definitely seen Pat Dog around a few times. So get ready for their races. Junior 90% as usual. Oh, and the freaking arrow trap ends that run. Oh, sorry to hear that, Kvec, but good job to both racers. Congrats on Alcoer for winning on Welsh Shelpy's behalf. And yeah, good races. Still have yet to see the race that goes for 3 matches beyond exhibition matches, but very nice performance by both racers. Some very nicely timed victory music for Alcoer.
Oh, indeed.
Soundtrack
Actually,
is
can't
just
hear the
working
victory
with us.
music.
Yeah, we're hearing some good old victory music. And as we move on to the Spelunky Deathmatch, awesome soundtrack, we're going to take a quick break here, get our next 2 racers organized. Pat Dog versus Link Ruler. They'll be facing off in Junior any percent as per usual. And they'll have 15 minutes to complete 2 races. Maybe 3.
Link Ruler.
Did I say Link Ruler? I meant Lark's
Yeah, I
Live.
think
I'm
so.
reading chat.
Yes.
I'm reading chat and being bad. Alright, my apologies.
You suck, Hectic.
I do. I'll admit to it. But yeah, we're going to quickly go offline. Hopefully you'll join us for the next races, and yeah, we'll see who wins that. We'll see who moves on, and after those races, we'll do a little bit of post-commentary. Elf, you'll have to join me for that. I'm sorry. And
Oh, of course.
once that's over, we'll get to creating the schedule for the next week of Junior and the people who lost for the losers bracket. So thanks for stopping by, and stick around for the next races. See you soon.
Thank you.